The diagram shows a triangular plot of line ABC, where AB is equal to 400 feet, BC is equal to 320 feet, and AC is equal to 200 feet. And here we have this triangle, and our goal is to calculate the angle ABC, given our answer correct to the nearest whole number. Now, what is the missing angle? Well, the missing angle is ABC. We're really looking at this particular angle right here. This is the missing angle right here. Angle B, right? Because that's the one in the middle, right? So angle B is the missing angle. Now, in order to figure out what is the missing angle, in order to find it, we are going to use the cosine rule. Now, the cosine rule is as follows. The cosine rule for finding missing angles. And so the cosine rule says cosine of A, cosine of capital A is equal to B squared plus C squared minus A squared all over 2BC. And that is the cosine rule. Now, capital A is the missing angle. And so we're going to label our missing angle capital A. And that's why we have it right here, because we're trying to find this angle right here. So we label it capital A. And capital A is the missing angle. The side that is opposite the missing angle, we call that small a. And in this case, it's going to be 200 feet. And the other sides of the triangle are called B. So this is B, which is 400 feet, and C, which is 320 feet. Now that we have already labeled our triangle, we're going to substitute our values. So cosine of A is going to be equal to, notice that B is 400, C is 320, A is 200. Notice that B is 400, C is 320. And so we substitute all of our values in. Let us evaluate, or let us compute the numerator, 400 squared plus 320 squared minus 200 squared, and that gives us 22,400. And for the denominator, we get 2 times 400 times 320, and that gives us 256,000. So cosine of A is equal to this fraction. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the cosine inverse of both sides. So cosine inverse of this and cosine inverse of this fraction. What that allows us to do is to cancel out. So we're able to cancel a cosine inverse and cosine, which leaves us on the left-hand side with just A. And so we have that A is equal to cosine inverse of this fraction. Now, what is this side going to be equal to? What is cosine inverse of 22,400 all over 256,000? So what is cosine inverse of 22,400 divided by 256,000? Well, the answer is 29.68629523. That's what A is equal to. But they want us to give our answer correct to the nearest whole number. And so we have to look at this particular number, 6. 6 is a greater than 5. And so since 6 is greater than 5, that means that we can add 1 to the 9. So that means that we could round up, right? So if we add 1 to this 9, right, that becomes 10. And so this 9 becomes a 0. And we add 1 to 2, and 2 plus 1 is 3. And so that means that A is equal to 30 degrees. And so that means angle ABC, correct to the nearest whole number, is equal to 30 degrees. Next, so that's what we have. Angle ABC is equal to 30 degrees. Next, we have to figure out what is the area of the plot of line ABC. So basically, we have to figure out what is the area of this triangle. In order to figure out the area of the triangle, we are going to use this rule or this formula. And the formula says that the area of the triangle is equal to a half AB multiplied by sine C. And so we have that the area is equal to a half AB times sine C. Now, what is A? Well, A in this case is 320, so we substitute A here. What is B? B is equal to 400, so we put 400 there. What is C? Well, C is equal to 30 degrees, and so we put that right there. Next, we multiply. We say, okay, but before we multiply, we divide 1 and 2. So 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. Next, we say 0.5 times 320 times 400. And 0.5 times 320 times 400 is 64,000. And so we have 64,000 times sine of 30. And when we multiply 64,000 by sine of 30, we get 32,000. And since this area is going to be 32,000 feet squared. So the area of this plot of line ABC C is equal to 32,000 feet squared. And that's the answer to this question.